Welcome to Dacey's Divas. Hi, I'm your host Dacey. Today I have 6 successful divas who have certainly made a difference for their fight against breast cancer. These beautiful divas are nursing students at UMASS Lowell, and I am so proud and honored to have them here today on my show. Welcome, girls.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
And thank you for coming out today. There's so many of you, so I want to start so we can get the show going. Let's start with you, Kayla, honey. Tell me a little bit about you and a little bit about your background.
Okay, I am from Chelmsford. I graduated in 2005 from Chelmsford High School. I work at Children's Hospital right now as a clinical assistant and have for the past year. And I was a junior, and I am currently a senior nursing student representative.
Excellent. How about you, Gwen?
My name is Gwen Kearns. I'm from Haverhill, Massachusetts. I actually also work at Children's Hospital of Boston as a clinical assistant. And I also volunteer for the Bring Diversity in Nursing program for UMass Lowell.
Wow, good for you. How about you, Mallory?
Hi, I'm Mallory Parker. I'm from Haverhill, Mass. I graduated from Haverhill High School in 2005. I'm also a senior at UMass Lowell, and I currently work as a patient care tech at Holy Family Hospital in Methuen.
Excellent. Okay, Bridget, how about you?
Hi, my name's Bridget. I'm from Belmont, New Hampshire, and I'm also a senior nursing student, and I'm a member of the UMass Lowell women's basketball team, and I've been a captain for the last 2 seasons.
Fabulous. Okay, Audrey? Audrey, or is it? Okay,
Madison.
Madison, I'm sorry.
Madison.
Can't see that far. Girls, I'm getting old. Okay, Madison.
Hi, I'm from Barre, Massachusetts. I graduated from Quabbin Regional in 2005. Every year I volunteer for the Mass Department of Special Needs, the Buddy Walk every year. And I work at New England Rehab in Lowell.
Excellent. Okay, and Audrey.
Yeah, I'm Audrey Stott. I also grew up in Chelmsford, and I graduated in 2001, and I work at Chelmsford Pediatrics in the lab there, and I'm a senior nursing student.
That's excellent, girls. We're going to start why we're here today for your fight about breast cancer, and then I'm going to get into some other women issues and maybe ask some other questions as the show goes on, but it's only a half hour, so I want to get to the crux of the stuff. Why are we here today, Kayla?
Well, we have a community project where we pretty much had to adopt a community, and we chose Chelmsford because it was close to Lowell and UMass Lowell, and also because Audrey and I both lived there. And through our research, we found that Chelmsford has a significantly higher rate of deaths related to breast cancer, so we thought that would be a great focus area for our project. We find it very important, especially for younger women to start doing self-breast exams, because we found that that's a great way to prevent and
It is.
treat, find any kind of signs of breast cancer. So we need to educate young women. We're actually participating in the Chelmsford High Health Fair on March 10th.
Okay.
Where we're going to be educating young women. We have a bunch of models, and we're doing a big poster presentation
Perfect.
to educate the young women about breast cancer.
Excellent, and that's so important. Who else would like to talk about that? And okay, go ahead.
I'm Mallory, and one of our focuses is breast self-exams, and we find it all of us find it very important to emphasize that young women, beginning at puberty, begin breast self-exams to become familiar with their bodies and be able to recognize any changes that could prompt them to go to the doctors and detect breast cancer earlier so that they can have a better chance of survival.
That is excellent. Now, Gwen, why is it Chelmsford? Why is the rate higher for the Chelmsford women? Are they not just? Is it not examining themselves?
Well,
or
it's really hard to kind of pinpoint a reason.
Right.
Everyone wants to find a reason for why is this the problem, why here. It's not, you look at different cancer problems, and it's not smoking, it's not this, it's a women's related issue. And what we found was, we are promoting breast self-exams because we realize that's early detection. Early detection leads to better chances of survival.
Right.
So since we really can't pinpoint, okay, this A is the reason why this is happening, we're just focusing on ways to prevent.
And that's the most
to treat
important.
early. So the earlier you treat, the better chances of survival to bring down that death rate.
Excellent. Bridget, tell me a little bit what your purpose is on this. What's your function at the health fair? Are you there to do the exams too, or?
Well, what our goal is for the health fair is really to educate the young high school students about how to perform one, when to
Okay.
perform one. Like, for instance, it should be the same day every month, preferably like after your period.
Correct.
We just want to get that information out to them so they can start their own self-exams.
Okay. Madison, would you like to say anything on this?
I just think I'm really glad that we're doing this because I know personally.
I commend all of you girls for doing this.
Thank you. I just know personally from my own experience, on my mother's side of the family, all of her sisters have breast cancer. 3 have passed away from breast cancer, and the other 2 have had mastectomies, and they're still living. And I know that for me, that's such a personal issue, and I think, I don't want to become a victim, and I don't want other people to become victims.
Right.
And I just think even though, I have a strong family history of it, you don't have to have a strong family history to
Right.
get breast cancer, and I think that's something that people need to know as well.
How about you, Audrey? Would you like to say anything on this?
Yeah, I think it's important to me because I live in Chelmsford and I don't want to be another statistic and I don't want the women at Chelmsford High to be statistics. So we have handouts and models so that they'll be able to, try and identify lumps so that they know what it's like so that they can, when
Right.
they're performing their own exams, they know what to look for.
Right. Excellent, girls. Excellent. Now, why did you, whoever wants to speak, why was your main focus on breast cancer? Why not another disease? Why was breast cancer, which is so important to really, to do that, but why was it breast cancer? Why not another illness?
Well, after doing all the research, we used the Mass state statistics. The breast cancer rate really popped out at us. Yes,
Really?
there's high blood pressure, and yes, there's cardiovascular disease, but this breast cancer rate was alarming. So it really, set off a signal that we needed to do something about it.
Good.
And
You're
also,
making a difference.
right, and also during the 21st century, more notice has become that breast cancer is only second to lung cancer, and it's growing, and we would like to all work as a group to help surpass the growing rates and do everything we can to educate all women of every age of the importance of this breast cancer is a fact, and
Right.
it's affecting women, and it's not going to go away.
Yeah. How about you, Madison?
I was just going to say that what Gwen had mentioned, that the statistic was it was a lot higher than the state average, and that was definitely an alarming fact, but also we are going to have another booth on cardiovascular disease, which everyone knows obesity. The rates of obesity are definitely increasing in the United States. So those are kind of 2 focus areas, but breast cancer was our number 1.
So you divas don't stop. They're ongoing, correct? Audrey, is there anything else you'd like to say on that? Why you wanted was breast cancer close to your family, or?
I thankfully don't have breast cancer in my family, but I think, especially because we're women, I mean,
Exactly.
this really hits home, and I think that everybody thinks it's not going to be me, and obviously the statistics are showing it could be you. So
Right.
everybody just needs to be prepared and educated and know what to do, to keep themselves healthy.
Right. Awesome. Okay. So the health fair is March 10th. So is it an all-day process?
Yep, it's their whole school day, so we'll
Okay.
be there right from the beginning to the end.
Now, do you girls have to prep for that? I know you're all seniors, correct? But you all have, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the balance in your education, but do you have to prep for this fair, obviously?
Well, we're doing 2 poster presentations, so we have to get all the information for that. We've also got donations from Susan G. Komen and
Oh,
what was
excellent.
the other?
National
The
Breast
American
Cancer
Cancer
Foundation.
Society.
Ah,
So we've
fabulous.
got a bunch of donations for, information and pamphlets and stuff like that. So we coordinated all of that. And we got the models donated. We're borrowing those from UMASS Lowell for the day, so they'll really be able to practice. And those models do have lumps in the breast, so they will be able to detect those and feel like one would really feel like.
Okay.
So, we really are. It's not coordinated by us. Susan Rosa, the public health nurse, is coordinating the whole thing.
For
but she-
UMass Lowell?
For
Or
no,
Chelmsford High?
she's coordinating it.
Okay.
She's the public health nurse for
Okay.
the town of Chelmsford.